original intent of police officers was to protect us from the government and everything. And right now with the media, everybody's trying to say that all the cops are bad because of the Mike Brown shooting and everything like that.
Martin,
And there's just a lot of hatred towards cops. The cops are the arm of the government, right? The government gives an order, the cops, they're the ones that are going to go to your door, they're the ones that are going to take your guns. Every cop that we've talked to is against all that. They're for everything that we've been saying. This negative stigma is just going to divide the police officers from the people. Whenever that order is given, you know, they're going to follow through with it.
This is ultimately the plan. Obama comes out and talks about the death of Mike Brown and Trayvon Martin, but won't talk about the deaths of the 2 innocent police officers who had their lives taken just a few days ago, you know, as if their lives are important enough, trying to still brew this racial divide.
Telling us that we're not worth anything, pitting us against each other. They put their lives on the line every single day for us. And what do? The mass populace, they call them pigs.
You think any cop just goes out one day saying, oh yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a motherfucker today? They're just like us outside of the uniform. They have no interest in making your life any more hell. That's completely absurd.
They're fighting this fight just like we are. We have connections with the entire police force, and they're against confiscation. They're against oppressive government. Now, they might be more traditional conservative, they might be more along the party lines, but still, they have that same ideology that we have right now. They recognize what's happening. We recognize what's happening, and the government knows that, so they're intentionally taking a local problem and they're making it national. And they're trying to say that a new race revolution, civil rights activists. I mean, if you intentionally advocate violence against whites, Caucasians, or any other color, you're just as racist as the people you claim to be fighting. Racism exists today in both sides, and it's a learned behavior. Think about it. Who's teaching you to be racist right now? The media, those in power, the state. They're the ones keeping racism alive, not us. And it's not our fault. It's not our community as a whole. It's not the whites. We're all people, right? We're slaves in white collars. We all need to realize that none of us right now are free. And that's one thing that we can all really agree on, is there is legitimate oppression. And if you're gonna agree with legitimate oppression and then watch state-run television and then go out and do what they want you to do, completely contradicting yourself and your entire philosophy, we need to reverse that. I mean, cops, they're the ones that we need to convert now. They're the ones that we need to talk to.
And we're not saying every cop's perfect. There are definitely many crooked cops out there that need to be addressed. You don't start a war against a strong hand that's supposed to ultimately protect you from the government, and you're supposed to enforce your rights, because, I mean, law enforcement, that's exactly what their duty is supposed to be. They're not supposed to be the oppressors. The government is trying to turn them into the oppressors by flipping their role around, saying that we are oppressing them. So they then would have to take action. You take action against the police, they're going to take action against you, and they are much better equipped than you are, to be completely honest. They don't want to go to war with the people. That they are the people. I mean, many of my friends, like I said, are cops. They're just doing their job.
They're oppressed just like we are. They see what's happening. They see the television. They see what our government's doing. And this new race war right now is tearing this country apart. The government wants this to happen. You take 1,000 people, all right, you divide them on philosophy, left and right, become 500 in each category, and then you start dividing them further. And then it comes to the point where we're fighting each other. They want us to do that. This is all just a giant, not necessarily a distraction, but it's just a ploy by the state. Start looking at your history. Look at these socialist regimes that happened all over the world. This is exactly what they've been doing for a long time.
They don't come out and say they disguise themselves as liberal. They try to break down society and say that there shouldn't be any structure. You gotta break down the relativism, and there is truth.
The war is here. The basic concept of releasing videos, of talking to people and sharing things, sharing ideas, just trying to reverse this isolation that they're propagating in today's culture. It's a very scary thing. If they turn the cops on us and we turn on the cops,
it's just gonna get ugly.
And a lot of people, you know, they advocate, well, you know, we're gonna attack cops.
These cops, they don't take orders from Obama. They want this country. They love this country. Like, they have their own kids. They want to see it, you know, grow. You know, we're fighting for the same goals.
It's a very scary situation that's happening right now. I mean, you got the militias, you got the Bundy Ranch. Everybody's like loading their rifles and getting ready for something. They want that to happen because once we turn on the cops, they're gonna enforce a police state unimaginable. This comes straight from the Marxist playbook. They create the problem and they step in with the solution. And that solution always entails you losing. No matter what that solution is, they take away some sort of right, they divide you further, and the people cannot fix it.